Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jenk Plays with me, Jenk, and today we're playing some more Transport Fever 2. In the last couple of episodes we set up a machines production line, pulling in coal and iron from our east side of the map into a steel mill over here, which is then shipped down to the machines factory. And we also set up a log to plank line that is also then shipped into the machines factory, and then finally we are shipping the machines by truck into Olathe. What I'm thinking we'll do today is we'll extend this track down through and add McKinney to our line. I'm currently in two minds about what we do in terms of the delivery when we get here. Part of me would like to join this track up and run it alongside this track here, but then we need to think about where we put in our train hub for cargo distribution. It could I'm thinking somewhere around here. That still gives McKinney plenty of space to go into without worrying too much about pollution necessarily. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So we bring the train down. We might need to go slowly through here, bring it along here, do some tunneling, and then bring it onto here. We might need to rejig this section here, or we could remove the fields, and then we'll bring it round to a final cargo hub here, which can then service McKinney for all of the other needs that we can then deliver by train potentially. So let's begin. So if we start over here at our terminus, so we're currently bringing in, breaking onto the one. Yeah, so it's picking up the planks. So half fills with steel, half fills with planks, and then comes through onto the one track. So for now, there's only one line being used here, but that means that the right-hand side is free. I might want to swap to the left-hand side at some point, because we might want to use that left-hand side to come out to Olathe and up to up along here. So if we use these tracks here as our outward line for our machines. So let's think about where we're going to go. So we probably, looking at this, considering how bad this is, we're probably just going to want to tunnel through here, just because we're going to have to tunnel through there anyway, and then it's really, really hilly around here. Generally, I don't like tunneling. It's less interesting visually, because you just wind up with like that. But I don't think we're going to have much of a choice, to be honest. Yeah, okay. I mean, let's see if we can just be really lazy. So this is definitely on the right hand side, so we're fine where we're going. Okay, so we've got tunnel here, tunnel through there, and then back to here. Okay, so it's gonna be expensive, but we have the money, so I'm not too bothered. Fine, let's do that. Do another line as well, because we're probably going to want to have another train coming out at some point, and we'll drop in a switch. And don't take too long. Why are you being weird? Hey, that'll do. It's long enough. Get to 100 on the swap. Okay, there we go. So now they can come into either side, so we could potentially have it loop around this side as well. Or we might have additional trains on the outbound. I know that in the update you can now say use whichever platform's free. I've not really played with that just yet. So that might be something we deal with later on when we get a busier station. So potentially McKinney's passenger station might wind up being really busy, and we want to use that. Okay. So if we were doing what I said we were going to do, which is going to merge onto this line and round, we are going to want to add some additional tracks, because I don't want to mix our passenger and our freight, because our freight is substantially slower than our passengers. So what I'm going to want is for this track here to join onto here and come around to here. So I'm going to pause it, because this is one of our main lines. So bring this out, pull this back, put this stop, I'll put the signals back in. Okay, so that's actually okay. On this side we'll put the signals back in while we're here. And then we'll just do the same again on the other side. Hopefully it will continue to be relatively quick. Bring this back. A bit further maybe. Yeah, a bit further. It's probably far enough. And then, okay, it's on the right side, connect. And you as well. Nope, that's the side of it. I want to get you on it. There we go. And then put some signals in between just to... Okay, fine. So that's now clear for us to add our cargo in. So we need to think about how that's going to come in, because it could be... That steel mill is not in a great spot, to be honest. So let's see if we can cut around to there. Yeah, actually I think that would be not too much of a bend. How much do we care about there being a crossing there? We aren't currently using that road, so it would disrupt private traffic. Later on we might want to do something with that road. Why aren't you snapping? Let's try going the other way. Let's pre-snap. There you go. To there, and then bring that in. Okay, don't know why you didn't want to do that before. Fine. Sorry about this. Let's try and get that right this time. There we go. And then we can probably really, really lazily just do that. Fine. And there we go to there as well. Let's just take a look at the route. Oh, that is... kind of wish it had tunneled a little bit there. Can we smooth that out? No, so with the field where it is... So we can't really do much of that because of the field, but then the field was already like that. I'm just going to never look at the section again. Because I don't really want to delete the field. Or do I want to delete the field? I don't know, I'll think about it. For now, it's ugly, but it will do. We'll tidy this bit up around here, so that's less. There we go. Come around, join our existing line, and then we're going to curve around again, and we're going to have... So we're not expecting anything to come through here, so we can just have it as a terminus, I think. So cargo terminus. Let's make it nice and long. And we'll do 2 tracks. And because there's nothing here yet, we can pretty much put it wherever we want. So I don't want it to be too close to the city, because I know the city is going to grow into this space. And then they'll complain about pollution. Okay, so that's probably enough. We'll pick it out on the that's the wrong side, right hand side. Come around. Let's see if we just connect it straight in. How does that go? Curve is too aggressive at the start. Let's make it like a gentler curve. And through. Cool. Okay. And then we'll do the inside as well. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's annoying. Just because it's going to bug me, I'm going to take that back and I'm going to do it so the inside is also at 120. There we go. And then we'll probably, let's just remove all of that. Let's try that again. I know that right now none of our trains can actually go 120. At least certainly not fully laden. But it bugs me when I see a track at 119. I'd much prefer my tracks to... Why is it being weird? Is it because it... This is not a problem I've encountered before where it went snap. I'm going to look at... So it's treating those two as joined. Okay, fine. Whatever. It's not quite how it should be, but it will do. Well, I can still get it to do what I need it to do. Why is that one such a... Well, I'm going to do 100. When they go in and out stations, they're not that quick anyway, so I'm not too worried. Why is this? Why are the tracks being weird? Are they definitely aligned? Yeah, okay, so they should be aligned. So we do... Let's do 80. I'm not so fast. Try to do that the other way. There we go. Fine. So that's now working. Okay. So we've got our cargo distribution hub. A lot of our demand for resources is on this side anyway, which works quite well. Potentially we need to think about how we're going to get cargo trains from the other side. It could be that they come along the outside and then we do a flyover. That could be pretty cool. But that is a problem for another day. We're certainly not doing that today. Just looking at what other stuff they want. They want bread. And we're currently trucking that, so it could be that we do actually put in the train line, because we can see that it's quite high volume, but yeah, we'll do all that another day. Now we'll just quickly put in our signals. I say this pretty much every time I'm doing trains. I know that there's a mod that auto signals, but this is a mod-free playthrough, so I'm doing it myself. It's not necessarily a, let me put that out, not necessarily a clear logic to exactly why I put them where they are. There's definitely going to be like an optimum spacing that means that you can have more trains on the line, but I sincerely doubt any of the lines that we're setting up now are going to be busy enough for that to really be a concern. So for now, random spacing along the line is sufficient. Okay. Thinking about this, where's our, so our currently trains enter through here and they'll come down. What I might do is, just because I'm feeling lazy and we've got lots of money and they're cheap, is just quickly whack on a train depot and use that to set trains onto this outward line. Because we're not anticipating any northbound trains here, because we would just use the other platform for now. So that makes sense. If I didn't already have the switch there, no, I've committed now. I've committed. We can rebuild it later. Okay, so fine. So that's now in. We'll put that line in. So we're going from Olathe to McKinney, and that's going to be train freight, OL machines to McKinney distribution hub there. We've now got planes, so that's I think our first plane. Okay, cool. So we've just unlocked flight. I'm not going to mess around with planes just yet. I think that'll be a job for another day. Okay, yeah, so what we're doing, we put the line in. We now need to put in the actual road connections to bring it into McKinney. Let's try again. Actually thinking about it, I'm going to make this grander because this is the main cargo hub for McKinney. Can we get it central? There we go. Can we do some side buildings? No, we can't. Can I put them on the side? Okay, well, fine. Miscellaneous, what else can I do? Side entrance. No. Okay, fine. Never mind. I wanted to do, thought I could do more than that, but that is probably enough. And we can connect using the medium. I'll bring that round to there. There we go. Fine. And then we'll put in our truck station. We'll just do one long one. And we'll pull it to the end. Let's try and smooth that out a bit. Smooth, 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 smooth. There we go. That's still very... Let's make it bigger and stronger. There we go. And then we'll do the same here. Tidy, tidy, tidy. It's like we're never here. Okay. So, where do we need to put our unload stop? So we've already got one there, which is actually covering... Yeah, he's already covering everything that we need. So we can add another one here. So it's McKinney branch to Sunset Street. I'm going to rename that McKinney Central Freight Drop. That's not going to be consistent. I'm just naming it that. I'm probably going to need to revisit all of my distribution points and rename them at some point, but that'll do for now. We've got road freight, MK Dist Hub to MK. There we go. I think we've already got a road depot somewhere around here. Okay, looks like we don't. We'll put one over here, just so it's out of the town, so it doesn't disrupt things. It's very hilly up here. Probably should have thought about that before putting the station up here, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we can put some vehicles on the line. So we've got new stuff, got some new trucks. Let's go for the tarpauling truck. We'll do 2 for now. Put them on the line. While we're thinking about it, let's also do what we normally do on the line, which is forward any and wait forever, so they're not looping constantly, causing traffic and pollution. And then we just need to put a train on this line as well. Oh, actually, suppliers. So Olathe is now actually consuming 100% of the machines that are being produced. Let's increase the number of vehicles we've got here. Push it up a bit. We're 103. So right now, suppliers. So these guys are shipping in 100 and 100. That's what's the rate on this line. So the rate is currently 200, and it's taking 100 of each. So we are going to need to add a train, I think, to this line. Let's see, is it going to tell us how long it takes to level up? Okay, so we don't know how long it's going to take to level up. We're going to need another train on this line to support that, and also we're going to need more supply as well, because we're going to add McKinney to it. So if we double up the vehicles on this line, so manage vehicles, we'll double this up, then the rate here is going to double, obviously, and that should then hopefully saturate this factory once it's leveled up, which it's very nearly at. If we pin this over here, we can start thinking about what we're going to need to do to get down to McKinney. So we're going to need to get 118 down to McKinney. How much do Olathe want? 116. So yeah, so they're going to be competing, so there's going to be a lot of demand on this machines factory. That's fine. Let's put on another train. You can still see it ticking over. We're using the 282 Mikado, I think, on the other one, was it? Or was it 442 Atlantic? Which one are we using on this line? That one. That one. 282 Mikado. Yeah, so we're using the 282 Mikado. Okay, so we just leveled up on the machines factory. So we're using the is that electric? So we've just unlocked an electric train, which is very expensive. I think it's probably more than we need for now. Yeah, it's substantially more than we need for now. I think if we stick with the 282 Mikado like we've already got, or could we go for the Atlantic? I might actually go for the Atlantic, 442 Atlantic, because the weight of the freight's going to be lower, I think, and it'll be quicker. So if we go for the 442 Atlantic, and then we'll put some cargo wagons on it. So how fast does this one go? It kind of goes 100. So 80. Actually, it can only go 80 with us. Our carriage. So is it worth us going 100? Because we'll be wasting speed. I think that's probably why I went to the 282 Mikado last time. Let's go to the 282 Mikado again. Okay, because we'll be wasting speed potentially, and that's not worth the cost. So train's coming out. Here it comes. Let's check that rate. So that's going to be 54, and they are going to want 100, I think it was. So we'll pin this down here. Let's modify that vehicle. Cargo, boxcar, 1, 2, 3. Modify, that gets us up to 95. Let's add one more. She goes over 100. 108. Fine. Okay. So we are now shipping 200 planks and 200 steel. These guys are well on the way to leveling up, so we're probably going to need to come back and beef up Well, actually, hang on, is it 2 to 1? It's 2 to 1. So these guys are sending, well, more than they need, actually, looking at that one. And also more than they need. I could probably sell some of these. So we're sending 400, 400. So right now we've maxed it out. We'll need to bring 2 more online to then saturate that. And then this one is sending 400 and producing 200. So we're going to need to add another logs to here, but we could use this one here and tag it onto the line. So yeah, it's probably next episode we're going to need to beef up the raw materials for machines. So that's going. That one's going. Okay, cool. So I think that will be it for now. It's going to take a bit for this line to get going, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got. I'm glad we managed to get it in on the train, keep this tidy. It also means this is expandable as well, so other stuff we want to bring in by train we can now do. So if you want construction materials, for example, we could bring down from our port at Baton Rouge. Yeah, so cool. That's everything for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.